Next clip. People, read the
Okay, well,
title.
yeah. This is coming from Body Cam Files. It's called How Requesting a Supervisor Turned into 5 Felonies.
Oh
Well,
boy, do
there
I
you
love
go.
Karens. Oh wait, yeah. This last guy just requested supervisor. No, we're gonna deal with it again. Let's use worse. 5 felonies. That guy we just watched before might have more than 5 felonies, but let's see how this goes.
On February 2nd, 2025.
Hey, that was Groundhog's Day this year. Huh.
Yeah.
This is recent. Holy shit.
A Florida deputy pulled over a silver Mercury for a missing taglight. It started to endanger the lives of countless law enforcement before making matters even worse.
How's it going?
So it's one of the most basic things you can get pulled over for. No big deal.
Deputy Stephen with the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. You got your license, registration, proof of insurance on you? You're the only one in the vehicle? You're the only one in the vehicle?
Yeah, well, what's up? Stop.
Let me just get your license on you. I'll tell you everything.
I need to know what's up. Stop.
I just got to identify you first, man. So let me go.
What's the problem? What I did?
Just let me get your license. I'll explain everything to you.
If I don't know what I did, what I'm giving my license?
Because
I think that's fair, right? Maybe not.
Different states have so different states
Yeah, that's true.
different states have different rules, right? But I think consensus wise across the all 50 states, if you're pulled over for traffic interaction with law enforcement and they ask you to identify yourself, I think you are required to provide driver's license, proof of registration, and insurance, right? To prove that you have the ability because you're licensed to drive. Two, that your vehicle is registered, and which means you're the rightful owner of said vehicle. And three, that it is insured, which a lot of states have laws, if not all, on the books these days, where you have to have valid insurance to be legally operating the vehicle on the road. So
Okay, I agree. I agree with you. But
yeah,
we live in a world where tensions are, a little high when it comes to citizens and the police. So,
well,
what
they
is the
can
harm?
be. They can be. Yeah.
What's the harm for understanding why you were pulled over before you give your ID?
Well, another thing is if you're being pulled over by I believe law enforcement is supposed to say, you know why I pulled you over this evening? And well, no. Okay, well, you have a busted out tail light, or you were swerving left of center, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Maybe like this one. This one has happened to me before, right? Where I'll get pulled over, and it's because it'd be at night and the little bulb above your license plate is not working right, so your license plate is not illuminated.
Wow,
And
people.
they can look. It's not something I check every time I get my vehicle to make sure the bulb on my license plate is lighting. I'm sorry, I'm a
Look
horrible
at you
person, but
wasting the resources of the police by not checking your.
sure. And so law enforcement, any of those type of things, they can pull you over. They see you swerving, if they see you driving in an erratic manner. I mean, they have to identify why they are pulling you over. Yes. So I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with the cop or the person at this point saying, okay, I'll give you my stuff, but identify why you've pulled me over. I don't think that's out of pocket at all.
Okay.
No.
I'm conducting a traffic stop right now.
Hello?
Okay, you can't just. Okay.
It's called his lawyer.
Give me your license. I'm asking for your license.
Can I get a supervisor?
After you give me, yes, if you give me your license.
Can I get a supervisor?
Give me your license.
I don't do anything wrong. I wasn't speeding.
I need your license, okay?
Can I get a supervisor?
I need your license.
He works with Steven. What does that got to do with anything?
934 or 1096, can you read 51? Requesting a supervisor. I still need your license.
Okay, what did I do wrong? If I didn't commit a crime, if you can't give me
It's a traffic infraction, okay?
what's the infraction that I committed?
I can explain everything if you give me your driver license.
Once you tell me a RAS, then I have to commit. Once you articulate a crime for me,
There's
then
no
I have to-
crime. It's an
Okay,
infraction.
Okay.
It's a non-moving violation.
What is the non-moving
All right. There's
violation?
no tag lights on your vehicle. Okay.
There
I'll
we
tell
go.
you that. All right. So I need your
There we
driver
go.
license.
So now he has
Are you gonna-
identified what
Yep.
the issue is.
Yep.
So he needs to provide the proof of,
I agree.
as requested.
Provide your
Yeah.
driver license. I'm not gonna keep asking you. Are you gonna provide your driver license?
Now, in this guy's defense, a little bit, the cop did kind of beat around the bush about it. Right?
He
I
did,
think the
yeah.
cop was being a little bit dickish there. Just
Yeah.
tell the guy why you pulled him over.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It's literally
Yeah.
one of the most minor things you can get pulled over for. I would say.
All right, sir. Step out of the vehicle. On me.
I guarantee you
Get
this
out
is
the
one of these guys who thinks they know the law.
Yeah.
Well, if he's not a sovereign citizen, he's watched a few videos.
He's watched
He
some.
thinks he can,
He's watched some Audit the Audit. He's watched some other
Yeah.
guys. You know.
Yeah, he's probably where they think they can. I'll always tell anybody is the side of the road is not where to have the confrontation. This is not to where to have the argument, right? Give the cops the information that they want, provide them the driver's license, whatever. If you feel like the police officer is in any way out of pocket or what have you, then you get your day in court.
Yep.
Bring your evidence in. It's not a bad day if you can afford it to have your own dash cam, right? And have one of those, they've got those you can get, so that, just let the cops know, hey, your own dash cam. So,
I agree with Neon. He hasn't watched Audit the Audit properly. He sees the wiggles that they do and the laws that they read out, but he doesn't realize that they're state by state. It's like, oh, you can do this. Okay. But it's only in that state or not in the state you live in.
Sure.
Like, okay.
Sure. Like I say, each state has their own individual. Yeah. That's sometimes what's can be a little bit confusing, right? Like some states, if you're like on a sidewalk or whatever, you don't have to identify yourself, right? Or the state doesn't have what they call identity laws, right? To where if law enforcement interacts with you, you don't have to necessarily give them anything, right?
Yep.
Some states, they have it where, you have to give them once they start interacting with you. So
yeah,
you just need to know what your laws are for your state is what I would say. And don't just go off of some YouTube video.
Yeah.
Vehicle now. Get out the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle. Nope, I've already asked you so many times. Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle. Right now. Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle now! Okay. You want to do this the hard way. Get out of the vehicle! Get out of the vehicle!
He was fixing to bust that glass out.
Yeah.
And then he thought better of it.
Yeah, it's probably not the best idea. I wouldn't do that.
Well,
You can.
I don't think we're
probably.
quite there yet. I don't
Yeah.
think we're quite there yet, but it's rapidly getting there.
Yeah.
I've already told you, get out of the vehicle! 12 company, continue refusing commands. Step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out. I'm giving you a lawful command. Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle. I already told you what you're getting pulled over for. Now you're just making it harder for yourself.
Is he calling people or like on TikTok or what is he doing?
I don't know.
see his phone flashing in there.
All right, my sergeant's here if you want to come talk to him. Huh? He's coming. He's coming. You're good, Johnson. I'll get right here. He wants to talk to you.
Why?
Oh Lord, now we went from one to how many law enforcement officers?
He asked for it.
He asked for it. You got
Step
it.
out for it. Step out for it. Right now, you're refusing to identify yourself. The deputy explained why he pulled you over. I'm giving you a lawful order to step out of the vehicle.
It's on body camera without me explaining why.
Explain it to you. Step out. Step out right now. Do you have your ID? He already told you. He already told you. Tag lights, right?
Yes, I told him non-moving violation as far as tag lights. I've told him that.
Step out. We will step out. If you do not step out right now, we'll pull you out of this vehicle. Just go one of two ways. Step out or I'm pulling you out.
Oh, he clipped another truck.
Ooh.
Damn.
Totally coming.
Shit.
1031. 1031.
But you know these suburbians are loving this. They're trying to sleep. It's 1:30 in the morning. We're having a high-speed chase.
He's going through a yard. 23. Oh, whoever's second, let me get second.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
we're going to light the whole town up tonight, boys. It's probably not even like a Friday or Saturday night either. We're going to just make it disco ball everywhere.
You know how they
Yeah,
have
that's
those racing chairs for the video games?
Yeah.
And the steering wheel?
Yeah.
I want that for watching body cam videos. I want to feel like I'm in this car.
They're traveling. According to what is shown there on the speedometer, they've got on this, it's like 110 miles an hour that they're traveling, right? So that's not good either, right? So,
No.
jeez.
That's baseball speed. Oof.
I'll just remember I have the K9, whoever.
Alright. I try and. This one I think Purple said, but if he touches a dog, I'm going to lose my shit. I'm tired of seeing that in these videos. I'm tired of it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
But they send the dog on him and he like kicks the dog or something.
Well, look, okay, I understand what you're saying, but if you had a dog gnawing on your ass, you would be trying to get that dog off of
I
you.
don't give a shit. I wouldn't be in that position in the first place.
I understand. Well, okay, yes, but that's because you have a logic head on you. A lot of these people, they're a little off upstairs. You know?
It was a tail light.
I understand, but I guarantee there's more going on here than just a taillight. He probably has warrants out for his arrest. He probably doesn't have a driver's license. He may be on something. He may be on some sort of substances or, whatever, alcohol, drugs, whatever. I guarantee there's more going on here. People don't just flee because of a damn taillight out. So.
Oh boy.
No, we're driving the wrong way on the right way. There we go.
For the wrong lane and travel southbound 441.
He's on the wrong side of us. Doesn't look like it's the interstate. This looks like it was like a divided highway. Yeah, we're maintaining speeds of 100 plus miles an hour.
Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised the car can even go that fast, quite honestly.
Yeah.
South End units, if y'all have spikes.
All right, we sped it up. Now we're slowing back down. Did you hear the cop?
What did he say? Hold on.
He says, you ain't gonna drive me, dog.
This guy's just working on early retirement. You get in that prison cell, you got food, you got somewhere to sleep, you got friends you can make, air condition.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, real good friends. Good friends.
Oh yeah, you can get real personal.
Long showers and all that good
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
You ain't gonna outdrive me, dog. You ain't gonna outdrive me.
Why are you cops pulling over for? You pussies? Chicken to his ass. The dog's howling. You can hear the... Come on. Why are you guys letting this go for so long? And none of those cops, I'm gonna tell you, none of those cops have spikes that they can
Yeah, I know.
put out in front of him and shit. Come on.
He requested spikes already too, yeah. Poor little dog.
He's back there frothing. He's like, I'm gonna get to bite somebody tonight.
It was blood.
We spit it back up again, so we must be going through. I just can't believe they're letting it go this long, honestly.
Yeah.
He's coming to you. I'm backing up.
Oh, they're fixing to strike. They're fixing to spiking or something. I seen this new thing that they got on cop cars. It's on the front, and they lower it in the front. It's like a scoop. But what it does is they get up there like behind one of the tires, and they release it, and it wraps around the tires, and then basically has a strap coming back to the cop car, so the cop can just lock on his brakes, and because it gets all wrapped up around the wheel and shit, and they can't get away. I mean, just it's.
Why not just? Yeah. This might be logistically not possible, but why not just not spike the car, but put spikes in front and behind of the car when you stopped him?
Well, see, they had cops behind him and a car in front of him. The problem was they weren't close enough, right? And it gave him enough room to slam and go. Sure, but you're not going to sit there and deploy spikes. I don't think. I think that's like, yeah. So they should just have the cop cars a little bit closer to him, and he wouldn't have been able to get away to begin with. So. His tires should be running out of air, I would think. They got to get a spike on him. He's slowed down. He ain't running near as fast. He's gonna run about 70 now.
Oh my God.
Whoever's behind me, get in front of me. Get in front of me. I want to be number two.
Now we're gonna get out. Oh, we got a dog out. Poor doggo.
Report. As soon as the window shattered, the driver put his vehicle in reverse and began backing up, striking a deputy with the vehicle.
Oh.
He then put his vehicle in drive and drove forward, striking a parked vehicle located on a property just northeast of us. Thankfully, it looks like the officer was not seriously injured. After conducting a successful pit maneuver, deputies searched the vehicle and found 8.9 grams of loose marijuana.
Grinder, rolling papers, equipment to use.
Fuck out of here! You did all that for
marijuana.
Just
Hang on. A backpack that contained a scale and a clear baggie that contained a lot of new smaller clear bags. In the passenger side for a blue pill bottle with no label was found. Inside it contained a small clear bag with a pill-shaped item that contained some kind of brown substance inside. The brown substance was later tested with an agency-issued test kit for fentanyl, which tested positive. The fentanyl weighed approximately 0.2 grams with bag weight. Irving vehicle was towed by Ozzy's Towing, and a tow receipt was completed.
all right, you lost.
So
Get fucked.
He had some fentanyl and some devil's lettuce. So
Wow.
So
What a dickhead.
A backpack that
That's what I'm saying.
contained in the past
There was a
contained
lot more. There had to be a lot more there than
Yeah.
just a taillight issue. Yeah.
the brown substance, the fentanyl run. Aggravated 0.2 grams with bag weight. Hervin was charged with hit and run, aggravated battery on an officer, felony
Oh my
fleeing
God.
or eluding, resisting officer with violence.
Pause for
possession
a
of-
second. All right. So the hit and run, there was no bond on it. Aggravated battery, right? First degree was a felony. That one was $15,000 bond. The fleeing, eluding police, second degree felony, that one is $75,000.
Jeez.
Resisting an officer was a third degree felony. That's $20,000 bond.
Jeez.
Drug possession, second degree felony, was $35,000.
Jeez.
The drug possession, third degree felony, was $5,000.
Oh my God.
And then drug equipment possession, first, that's a misdemeanor, was $2,000. And then moving traffic violations was a $2,000 bond. So he racked up a couple of dollars there in bond. I don't know.
$153,000.
150K?
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good.
Times
Let's
2.
go.
Possession of drug equipment and a moving traffic violation. His total cash bond was set at $289,000.
Oh.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
$289,000. Let's go.
That's insane. Well, get fucked, idiot. I don't know what to tell you.
And here's the thing, right? So if they had found the drugs, which they probably would have, right? If he had
Yeah.
been, if he'd been cooperative, right? So he had faced some charges on the drugs, especially for the fentanyl, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that he basically felony assaulted a police officer,
That'll do it.
nah, sorry, you out of here, baby. Bye bye.
Yeah, you're fucked, pal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we tried to play fair and give you the benefit of the doubt, but you blew it, pal.
Why?
You blew it. No, we
Nah, I ain't
did.
giving
We
it
did.
a
We
doubt.
did.
I don't care.
No, we did. We did.
Oh well, yeah. As
In the
far
beginning.
as in the beginning, yeah. The cop was a little dickish, not just coming clean right off the bat with why he pulled him
Yeah,
over.
we played fair.
Yeah. I wonder. I would be curious to know if this guy had dealings with the sheriff's department there in that county previously. Something tells me this guy was a repeat offender, and so they pulled him over because they knew that he's always doing something. And I wonder if he had other previous pending cases and stuff too.
Maybe. They might. I think they would have said that though, right? Maybe.
Yeah, possibly. It depends on how thorough they were, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes access to that type of information is not necessarily easily obtainable. Unless like you have an account with Pacer, and then you can go out there and check and get those types of things. Luckily, here in Arkansas where I live, you can access court records easily. And so it's real easy to pull up court records and look at, which I had all the time, right? Like I'll see something in the news or whatever. I'll go out to our courts websites and I'll pull up and I'll be able to read all the charges right then and there and stuff. I'm like, man, I would love to be able to sit in on that trial and see what happens, because we have some wild and crazy shit that happens around us.
That's state by state too, right? The whole accessing like these body cams.
Sure.
Because I never hear about like New York. You'd think New York would have some crazy shit.
Yeah, but you'd have to go through, to get the body cam footage, you have to go through and file a FOIA, right?
Yeah. And
then they'll pull it off, right? And so a lot of these body cam places like this, they will, if you notice, they'll focus like on certain parts of the country, like wherever they're close by. And what they'll do is they'll probably get a good working, or what do you want to call it, with the law enforcement. And the cops will say, man, we had a good one, get this one. And they'll go out and get those body cam footages.
Interesting.
But there's a fee. They have to pay a fee on these things, right? To get those because it's usually not like a substantial amount of money, but they'll charge you because there's some time spent, right, backing all this stuff up onto a thumb drive for you or DVD or whatever it is that they do it for you on Medium. So there is some cost to the administrative costs or whatever. But if you get a big enough body cam type channel, I think, or whatever, you probably would, like this one we just watched got 197,000 views. It was uploaded 4 weeks ago. So, and they've got 262,000 subscribers.
They know somebody. They have to.
Well, but that's okay. So 200,000 views on 200, almost three, so 200,000 views on a 200,000 plus sub channel. That's good.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's a good shows you it's a good active channel. Right. And I would bet they probably made quite a bit off this video on ad revenue. And so, so it's cost effective for them to go through the expenses. Yeah.
But I think they know somebody because they said this was February 2nd of this year. And this was 4 weeks ago when this was uploaded. They know somebody to get it that fast, right?
Well, not necessarily. Well, they might know somebody as far as they may have buddies or something that's law enforcement that tell them, hey, this was a good one, whatever. This is a good one to get, whatever. And then they just go in and file the FOIA, right? To get it, to get it.
People.
Yeah.
We should start a body cam channel.
You think so?
Yeah.
The thing of it is like where I live, there's not too many, like often.
Do you have to live in the state that you're trying to get the footage from?
In Arkansas, yes, you have to be a resident of the state to be able to file a FOIA in the state of Arkansas.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can't just.
Well,
that's Arkansas. That's Arkansas. That doesn't necessarily mean that's for every state, but I do know in Arkansas you do have to be a resident to file a FOIA.
Here's what we do. All right.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
We take all the people we know that live in these different states, and whoever can get us the best body cams, we'll upload, and we'll give them a small little percentage. Like a
bounty.
Yeah, we'll make sure a body cam bounty.
There you go.
We'll make sure they're taken care of. All right.
Sure.
And we'll just take the monies, and we'll make this big channel and blow up. We'll be good.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you don't like this idea? Okay.
I think it's a thing. Sure. But
look, I got Florida. I got people in Georgia. All right. Okay. You got Arkansas. You know people in other states. I know people in other states. We can get this market here.
You think so?
I do.
Okay. All right. But the thing of it is then you're dependent on these other people, right, to do the FOIA and to get all the stuff. Then they have to get you the media, right?
Yeah.
Which is not that big of a deal these days. I mean, they just rip it and put it up on Google Drive and you pull it down or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Go international.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah. You could, sure.
I think I'm onto something here. Chat.
You may be onto something there.
You know what it is?
Here's what you do. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I think you pitched this. This could be Law Cow body cam, and you could get your own. You'd be part of the Law Cow universe, man.
No, because I got to do camera and all that shit. I don't want to do all that.
Well, I think we get you like a luchador mask or one of those like Halloween masks. You know what I'm saying? Type things.
Yeah. Holy shit.
We get you.
Think about this.
We get you a pirate mask.
Okay, but if we did this right, we can upload the videos like normal. And then we can do our live streams on that channel like this and react to the videos that we upload. Our own videos.
Yeah. There we go. Sure. And high-power videos up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm onto something here. I got a good little pyramid scheme.
Let's be honest. Keem ain't going to work with either one of us.
No, we don't. We don't need him. We don't need him.
Oh, we don't need him? Okay. We don't need him. All right.
We got this. And maybe we won't go international.
Yeah. Make it happen. That's all I can say.
I don't know how much these cost to get, scoop up. what is it, probably a couple $100 each.
I don't, dude, I don't know.
We'll get an investor. All right. I'll find an investor. All right. Well, let's move on.